Hello, friends. How are you? I am so glad you are joining me tonight for another Thursday Night Live. Tonight, we're making handmade cards for winter or spring or whenever with the Warmest Heart stamp set bundle. So the stamp set and the dies. I love this set. It's kind of a sleeper in the current mini catalog, and it's on sale. And we're going to talk about all that. Before we do, though, I want to give a big shout out. If you are here and watching me live, welcome. So glad you guys are here and watching. Go ahead, leave me a comment. Let me know if it is cold where you are and you need some warming up, or if it's still warm at your place. So if you are watching the replay, special welcome to you as well. Love to know that you guys watch the replay, so leave me a comment there as well. And if this is your first time here, welcome. I hope that you love this and that you come back and you hit that subscribe button so that you never miss another one of my live videos. I am Heidi with Onigo Stamping, and I provide wannabe artists, wannabe crafters just like you with lots of tips, tricks, and inspiration to help you create beautiful handmade cards and gifts using stamps, ink, and paper that are gonna wow and amaze your friends and family, because that's what we all want, right? All right, here's the stamps that we're gonna be using. I'm gonna make my workspace look just a little bit bigger. Hello, Karen. Welcome. So glad you're here tonight. How's the weather at your place? You're in Florida. It is probably not cold. Hello, Maureen. Welcome. All right, so here's the Warmest Heart stamp set. This is so cute. It's in the September to December mini catalog. Let's see if I can find the page really fast. It's towards the back. It's on page 65. And it's so cute. It's just adorable. There's these adorable little samples and everything. It's so, I don't know if it is retro or trendy. You guys tell me, is it retro or is it trendy? Because I can't decide, but it reminds me of the thermoses that used to get like in your metal lunchbox as a kid. But then on the other hand, you have the water bottle and all these little icons that you can put on as stickers, which seems really on trend to me. So it's a little bit of both. And then it has some cool looking dies too, which is really fun. They can cut out the stamped images, or you can just use them on cardstock to create some paper pieced different shapes and things. So that's really cool too. And these are on sale right now. So these are going to retire with the mini catalog at the end of January. And they're on sale. They're like 40% off right now. A really great deal. Make sure that you do not get the bundle though if you go grab them, because the bundle is not on sale. This is so silly, but they don't put the bundle on sale. But the stamps are on sale and the dies are on sale. And individually, you get them individually, it's going to be less than that bundle price. It's going to be like $27 or something. Really, really great deal for that bundle. It looks more retro to you. Good to know. All right, I'm going to make 2 cards tonight because I made a bunch of samples and I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. So I'm going to make 2 cards. We're going to make an easy card and a little bit more stepped up card. And then I have some more samples to show you too, because I just think this set is so adorable. All right, I am starting with a piece of basic white. I'm going to grab my Memento ink. This is a water-based ink. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp a sentiment on here. So I have this sentiment that says, "You warm my heart." And I'm going to try to stamp this straight towards the bottom. In the middle, there we go, not too bad. And then there are these adorable little icons. And this one is a rainbow. And I'm going to stamp 3 rainbows on here. I know that really doesn't make sense. There are not 3 rainbows like this, but that's okay. It's just for cuteness. So we're going to stamp 3 of those on there. There we go. And then we are going to color these with some Stampin' Blends alcohol markers. And it's going to be some really easy coloring. I'm going to use actually my dark. Isn't the sun card so cute? Thank you. That's the one we're doing first. So thank you, Natalie. I'm going to start with the dark Pool Party. And I'm just going to color the bottom of my rainbows. Zoop, zoop, zoop. And then I'm going to grab the dark Lemon Lolly. And I'm going to color the centers. Super easy. And I'm not like really doing any shading or anything. And then I'm going to grab the light Calypso Coral. And we're going to do the last little one with that, just to make a pretty little rainbow. Oops, I went out of the lines, but that's okay. Not too worried about it. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. And then I wanted to kind of help these rainbows pop off the cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my light gray granite, and I'm going to actually color around my rainbows. So right now I'm just doing the bottoms, just because it's easier for me to turn my paper and come at it the same way. I always like to put my tip like towards the line, because that tip helps you kind of get right up to the line. So, and then I'll just keep turning it. Again, does not have to be perfect. Come in over here. And then I'm actually going to go over the words too. So I'm just going to write a little bit over the words. Does not have to be perfect. We're just kind of giving the words a little bit of a shadow. There we go. And then, because that's just a little bit dark, we're going to grab the color lifter and we're just going to color over that gray. And this, you're not going to see it right away, but as the color lifter dries and evaporates, it is going to blend out that color just a little bit. It's going to make the gray a little bit lighter. It's going to make the edges a little kind of smooshier, fuzzier, I like to say. And you'll see that as it starts to dry. So I'm just going to take my color lifter and go all over this. Not all over it. I'm not going over the rainbow, just the just all that gray granite I just put on. And this will just lighten it up and fuzz out the edges. You can kind of see, let me hold this up. You can see where it's starting, you know, it's starting to get lighter. So really fun. All right, that's all the coloring we're going to do. We do need to do some stamping, and I need a piece of scratch paper because I got my glass plate down here. This is, you're gonna be able to get this free when you join Stampin' Up in, what's that month that's coming up? January. Yeah, somebody told me tonight that I accidentally said Wednesday. I said it was Wednesday on Instagram today because I'm so out of it of what day it is. I'm going to grab some Daffodil Delight ink, and I have some Lemon Lolly cardstock. And somewhere there is a little sun. And I'm just going to take this little sun and I'm going to stamp this on here. Just kind of try to do them a little bit randomly, which actually always seems very hard. It's hard not to get it in like a pattern. Because it's like, it's got to kind of be a pattern because you don't want them to be too close together, but yet I don't want it to be too exact. I want it to look, you know, random. All right. Just do a little of that. All right, there we go. Ooh, that made a loud crashing noise. So there are just some cute little suns on there, which I think are adorable. I love these suns. Let me hold this up so you can see them. Aren't those adorable? They're just so sweet. And I know there's not more than one sun in the sky, but that's okay. This is not a realistic card. I have some of the Calypso Coral, I don't know what they call this. It is braided linen trim. This is the braided linen. This is the braided linen trim. And this is also in the mini catalog, also going to be discontinued. So definitely go grab it because it's pretty. I love Calypso Coral. It is turning into one of my favorite colors. And I'm just going to cut a piece of this. If I can find my right scissor. There we go. And I'm just going to tie this on here really, really fast. This is kind of a thick trim. Oh, and I lost it. All right, here we go. Come on. Oof. It's kind of a thick trim, so sometimes those can be hard to tie, but it's not too bad. It ties pretty well. For some reason, I got it going sideways, but that's okay. I didn't have it tied quite right when I started. It's okay, though. I'm not going to worry too much about it. And it's twisted. Let's see if we can untwist this. Maybe. I haven't been successful so far, but all right, untwist that just a little bit. There we go. And we're just going to pop that right on there. So easy. You love the sun and the rainbows. Thank you, Susie. Me too. I love the sun and the rainbows. All right. Then I have another piece of lemon lolly. This is just 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Like I said, this is a super simple, easy card. So we'll just give that a nice smush on the score line. I'm going to add a little adhesive to the back here. Just put some green glue on there. You made Christmas cards for Ronald McDonald's House families. Oh, that's so nice. That is awesome. Did you do that with a group or just on your own? I love that. All right, I'm going to squish that down. I'm just going to hold it for a second so it adheres. Y'all, if I can't talk tonight, we have to be honest. It is after 9 o'clock. It is after my bedtime at my house. So this piece of white, this is 1.5 by 3 inches. And I have another piece of lemon lolly that I'm going to put this on. This is just 1 3/4 by 3 1/4 inches. I'm just going to use some green glue on this. And this first card's almost done. We're almost there. With a group of seniors and financial advisors. Oh, what fun. All right. So that's getting popped right on there. Super easy. I'm going to go ahead, flip this over. I'm going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on here because I love me some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm probably going to put at least one more than what I need. And I'm not going to put it right in the center because this ribbon is there. I don't want to hit the ribbon. I want to get a dimensional on top of the ribbon because it'll make it bump. The reason I'm putting the dimensionals on is in part so that it has some space to go over that ribbon. All right, this is going to come right on here. We're going to lift that up. I'm going to pop this in the center and trim up my end. And there we go. There is card number 1. Isn't that cute? I just love it. I love it. It does not use the star of the show from this stamp set though. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to use the star of the show from the stamp set because we have to get some of those water bottles, thermoses, whether you're retro or trendy. All right, I'm going to set these aside. Let me see. Set those aside. And then this has got some cutting and some whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to grab my bits and pieces. I'm going to set these down over here. I've already pre-cut a couple pieces. I meant to do one more and I forgot, but we have those there. And I have some holographic paper. Woo, the pretty holographic paper. I'm so glad that you guys like it. Thank you, Karen and Maureen and Mary. So I have some holographic paper and I have a little piece of adhesive sheet. I can't talk and try to peel the back of my adhesive sheet off at the same time. Come on. All right, there we go. So this is just a piece of adhesive sheet. I'm going to put it on the back of my holographic paper. As you're going to see when we cut this out, the pieces from the holographic paper are pretty small. So the holographic paper seems retro to me too. All right, I have a little piece of white. This doesn't really matter what size it is. I just kind of cut it down so it's going to be easy to get through my cut and emboss machine. I'm going to grab some Memento ink and we're going to stamp a few of these little icons because every water bottle needs a sticker, right? So we're going to make some stickers, kind of. So let me see. I'm going to do this little one with a mountain. I'm going to do this one with a sunshine and a mountain because I think it looks so pretty. And then I have to do the rainbow again because I don't know. I just love the rainbow. So just stamping those on there. I'm going to color these, but you guys, I almost 100% of the time use Stampin' Blends. But for this, I didn't have the right colors of blends that I wanted to use. So I'm pulling out my Stampin' Right markers. The other thing that I love is that the Stampin' Right markers are like more saturated, which to me gives it more of like that, what do I want to say? A sticker look, right? So I'm going to color in some different spots. I'm starting with some Lemon Lolly. Coloring in there. And then I'm going to grab my Calypso Coral. We're going to color in some more sunbeams with Calypso Coral. I don't know why Calypso Coral. It's what we're doing. I don't know. I think when I first started conceiving this, I was thinking it was like, it's like sunset, but I don't know. The beams wouldn't really be orange, but whatever. Whatever. It's what I'm going with. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to color part of my rainbow. And then I'm going to grab some Daffodil Delight. The other reason why the markers work pretty well on this is because it's a pretty small area, right? Like you don't want to color a giant area with the Stampin' Right markers because you're probably going to get like marker lines and stuff, but these are so tiny that it works pretty well. All right, grabbing my Calypso Coral. And I'm going to start by coloring in the sky over here, which is kind of a big area, actually. It's a lot of coloring. So color in that sky and some Calypso Coral. I'm going to color in the back mountain here in Calypso Coral. And I'm going to color in the bottom of my rainbow in Calypso Coral. And then I'm going to grab some Night of Navy, and I'm going to color this center mountain in Night of Navy. There we go. I'm going to grab some gray granite, and I'm coloring my mountain over here in some gray granite. And then we're going to grab some Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to color this grassy area is what I decided it is. Down here. So there we go. We have colored our 3 stickers. It is now time to cut things out. So I'm going to grab my cut and emboss machine. Usually I'm going to load up my plate first. So I have my number 1 plate with a number 2 plate on top of it. I'm going to put a piece of Coastal Cabana on there. Did I say Calypso Coral earlier? I feel like maybe I did when I met Coastal Cabana. And then I'm going to grab the dies, cute dies. I'm going to grab, for this, I want this diamond. And I want the top to your thermos because every thermos needs a top. Can I fit 2 of these? I don't know. Let's try it. All right, we're going to stick that on there. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put these down with a sticky note just because this thing, they shift a lot. So I'm just sticky noting that down. Then I have my little icons, and we're going to grab the right dies for those. And we'll pop these on. We're going to stick these down with sticky notes too, definitely, because we do not want them to shift. Do not want them to shift at all. So we're just going to sticky note these down. There's one. I wanted to see if I could do 2 at once, but I don't know that I can. Maybe I can do this one with 1 sticky note. It's always the challenge here with these little tiny ones. Ooh, I think maybe I can. right, there we go. I wanted to get, I'm gonna get my little holographic paper over here. Told you, we're cutting a whole bunch of things at once. We are loading this up because I want to get the top to my water bottle, and I want to get this little, I don't know, the carrier thing. You know how like some water bottles, well, the old thermoses, some of them would have like, what do I want to say? You put the cup on the top, and then the handle would like flip up over the top and it would hold it on. And I think that's what this is kind of supposed to be. That's my thought. All right, I'm grabbing my cut and emboss machine. Just using the mini on this one. Now, when you're using the mini, you want to make sure you want your number 1 plate, which is the white plate. It's going to stick out further than your bottom cutting plate. Okay. And then you're going to come back in with your top cutting plate, and you're going to go ahead and line that back up with the number 1 plate. So the plate in the middle is kind of backwards, like push this way just a little bit. And this is going to help you get the mini machine started. Because sometimes the mini machine doesn't want to start, but that makes it super, super easy. All right, rolling this through. Ugh. The machines always work better if you can stand up and put your weight on them. But I'm not doing that. I'm just sitting here. All right. So now we have a whole bunch of bits and pieces. Pull these all off. We can check out our stickers. We gotta do a little bit more cutting. There's our rainbow. Oh, it's so cute. And our little nature stickers. And if they're not cut right, that's okay, because you know why? Stickers are rarely cut right. And we have this one. We got this one. All right. I'm gonna see if I can get the second Coastal Cabana thing that I need out of this, or if I'm gonna have to grab another piece. Oh, I think I can do it. We're gonna try. We're gonna give it a go. All right, stick that down. Then I have a piece of Night of Navy. Hello, Mickey, welcome. I have a piece of Night of Navy, and I'm gonna grab this water bottle thermos right here, and I'm gonna put that one on here. Let's put it sideways. There we go. And hold that one in place. Again, I'm going to pull this cutting plate down from the top just a little bit. And then I'm going to come in with my second cutting plate, and I'm going to line that up with the bottom white one. Okay. Let me see if I can show you the side. So that's going to look like that middle one is down further. That's just going to help it get started. Bring back in my mini machine and push this through. Roll it through. And there we go. And then we can start putting this card together. We have to do one little more stamping thing. Then we can start putting it together. All right. There we go. We got all these little die cut pieces. Super funness. Take all those out. Make a giant mess. All right, I have a piece of gray granite. This is 2.5 by 3 3/4. And there's a little thank you stamp. I'm going to start with my Night of Navy ink, and I'm going to stamp thank you kind of towards the upper, or thanks. It doesn't say thank you, it says thanks. I'm going to stamp this up towards the upper left corner, just like that. I'm going to grab my gray granite ink pad, and I think I did that sideways slightly. It's really hard to stamp straight when I can't be right on top of it. So I'm just going to clean off my stamp. Hello, Sharon. Oh, I'm glad you remembered. Hello, Janet. You're just watching. That's okay. This is a great set. I was telling everybody earlier, it is on sale, 40% off. All right. I'm just stamping that over it. It's just going to give it a little bit of a shadow. And then I'm just gonna kind of repeat stamp this down and try to get it straight-ish. We'll see how I do. I'm not getting my T very well. There we go. All right, so we just stamped thanks all the way down there. I'm going to put that gray granite ink pad away. I'm kind of getting like a jumpy screen here tonight. All right, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my water bottle and I'm going to add my stickers to it, which maybe I should have just put adhesive sheet on the back of them so that they would be stickers. But I'm going to use this. Okay, hopefully this is not bugging you. My two screens are no longer in sync. I hope they either catch up or do something. But my hands is not moving at the same speed as my face. All right. Here is this next one. I don't know why I always put the top back on my glue. It's like I'm literally going to use it again in 2 seconds. I'm just going to put this one towards the top. And I'm letting these go ahead and just hang off the side because we're going to cut it. And I want them to kind of look like they wrap around the water bottle. So we'll add a rainbow over here. And then I'm just going to let that dry for just a minute. I'm going to add, remember that holographic paper that we had pulled out and we put the adhesive sheet on the back of it. So I'm going to go ahead and just peel off the adhesive sheet. And this is going to fit right over the top of this and just kind of give us a metal top to our water bottle. There we go. And then, let me see. I need some other pieces. I need like the top cup thing. I'm going to grab my Night of Navy marker. And there's 2 little like indentation lines on here. And I just want them to be dark blue. So I'm just going to go over them with my Night of Navy marker, just to give it kind of a stripe on there. All right. Hopefully this is dry enough. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave that. Let's come back. Let's do the front of our card. So I have the card base. This is gray granite, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Just folding it in half. And then all of these like diamond shapes, we're going to adhere these onto here and make like a stripe. These can also fit on the water bottle if you wanted to make a diamond pattern on your water bottle, which is super cute, but I wanted to make it like a feature, a background feature. So I'm just going to put these on the back. This is like my favorite piece in the whole set, is this diamond, this kind of retro diamond look. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Don't forget, there is free shipping for just a couple more hours. It's going to end at midnight Mountain Time. So for me, here in the East Coast, we still have like 4 or 5 hours to go. But it's a great deal. Get some free shipping on all orders over $75, which is really nice because you guys, one of the things I do not like is how much the shipping is. I think we've all gotten used to Amazon, right? Where you can get your Amazon Prime and you can get it shipped and, free shipping, all that kind of good stuff. So it's really hard because Stampin' Up, there is a minimum $7.95 shipping in the US. So if whatever you order, you're going to pay at least $7.95 shipping. Or once you get up to a certain point, then it turns into 11%. So if you order like, I don't know, it's like $75 over that, it's going to be 11%. So when you get free shipping, when you order over $75, you're going to save at least $7.95. You're going to save at least $8, which is nothing to sneeze at. So, and like I said, if you love this adorable stamp set, like I do, it's 40% off, which is an amazing steal. All right, I'm going to use my take your pick tool and just pop this out because it's sticking in there. So we'll pull that out. This is going to be my last little one on here. We'll go back to our water bottle. Now these are a little bit long too, so we're going to cut this off as well. So I'm only putting glue on the top areas here because I know the bottom one, it's not going to fit. So, all right, there we go. We'll let this dry for a minute. Just set that aside. I'm going to come back into my water bottle, flip my water bottle over, and I'm just going to cut right along those edges. And there we go. Oh, it's so cute. You like that use of the die cut? Yeah, me too. Me too. All right. I have that piece of gray granite. We're going to put this on a piece of Coastal Cabana. I haven't been using Coastal Cabana lately. I kind of go back and forth. Like for a while, I'll use Coastal Cabana a lot, and then I'll switch and I'll use Pool Party for a while. And this one, I was like, I want something a little more saturated. So I went back to the Coastal Cabana. So, all right, we just adhered that to it. And it just has a little tiny thin border. I'm going to take my water bottle and I'm going to adhere this. I'm going to leave this side kind of open from glue because I want to fit that little handle catch thing. I want to fit it underneath. And so I want to leave a spot for it there. All right, there's our water bottle on there. And then, hopefully I did not lose it. Here's this handle, I guess. I guess that's what we'll call it. We'll call it a handle. I don't know what it's called, but this thing. And this is really why I use that adhesive paper, because look how tiny this is. This would be like impossible to get glue on. So I put that adhesive paper, the adhesive sheet on the back. So if I can get my fingernail under it, I can peel off that back. And now it's like a sticker. And I can just stick it down. This is where I'm going to slide that piece back there. And I'm going to just put it on there just like that. Let me show you. So it just kind of slides on there. Super cute. And then I'm going to take the little cup and I'm going to add the cup down here. So this is going to go right here next to our bottle, next to our thermos. Let's bring it down just a little bit. There we go. And then this, I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to put it on a piece of Night of Navy. So those are the little ones. I don't have the big ones. And don't forget, I have a few more samples to show you too. I was having fun with this set. I'm really sad that it did not carry over because it's a fun one. But oh well, can't carry over everything. This is, I think, the last card I'm going to make with items from the Fall Mini Catalog. We're going straight into online exclusives and Spring Mini Catalogs after this. Speaking of the Spring Mini Catalog, don't forget that paper shares are currently open for reservations. So if you want a little 6x6 piece of all of the new pattern papers that are coming in the next mini catalog, make sure you hop over to my website and sign up for a paper share. I'm also doing a ribbon and embellishment share, so you can sign up for one or the other or both. You can sign up for a double share, whatever you want. All of my paper, all of the things come cut and then packaged for you, and each package is labeled with what it is, so you'll know exactly what it is for when you want to order more. All there for you, easy peasy. All right, and I put all the colors of the pattern paper on there too, so you know what they are. There we go. We're going to add that to the front, and there is, I don't know if that's straight. There's our card, our little thank you card. Isn't that cute? I just love this water bottle with the stickers on it. I don't know. I'm totally into stickers on bottles and computers and everything. All right, let me show you my other bonus sets. I'm just kind of clearing some little scraps off. Let me see. Where's my other cards? All right, here we go. Here's another yellow one using the thermos. Now this one I use the stamped thermos on there. And there's this plaid stamp that you can use too. So I stamped it, I actually stamped it on white. I colored the thermos with some Pool Party Stampin' Blends. And then I stamped the plaid with Coastal Cabana. I stamped the flowers in the background and just added it with the Coastal Cabana and Lemon Lolly. And I stamped the little flowers down there too. So super fun, really cute. And then one more. This one is another one where I didn't use the thermos. I just used the flowers, and I just stamped the flowers on some white. I colored them with Pool Party and Granny Apple Green, and then I did that gray around the outside just to kind of help them pop a little bit more. And there's some texture back here. I used the Basics 3D embossing folders and just kind of a white on white. Really simple, elegant card. Great for sending to someone. Like I said, I think these will be great, in the winter, because we think like soup and thermoses and things in the winter. But it's going to go right into spring too. So super fun. Where's my other card? And the rainbows, of course, because this is my favorite. Thank you, Sharon and Carrie and Karen and Mary. I am so glad that you guys like these. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will be back next week, Tuesday. Next week, Tuesday, we are going to do a terrific technique. I have no idea what technique it is yet. Have to figure that out this weekend. Whew. We're going to do a terrific technique, though. Next week, Thursday, I have not figured out what I'm doing. I may pre-record a video. I think we're leaving town, so we got to figure that all out. But I'm going to figure that out this weekend. I'm kind of leaning towards trying to get a video pre-recorded for you, and it will come out Thursday night. That is just going to be the easiest. And then the week of Christmas, I'm taking the week of Christmas off. But after the week of Christmas, actually starting the end of the week of Christmas, I'm going to go live like every night for 5 or 6 nights, something like that. I'm going to go live sharing with you different ideas using some of the new celebration items that are coming in January and February. So that's going to be super fun. It's going to be kind of a kickoff to the new catalog, and sharing and stuff, kind of getting you through into the new year, kind of having a little New Year party. We'll call it that too. So that's what's coming up the next couple weeks. Yeah, that's it. Thank you all again for joining me tonight. Hello, Mandy. Glad you caught us at the end here. All right, and Fonda too. Good night. Have a fabulous evening. If you missed the beginning, go back and watch the beginning. I'll see y'all next week for terrific techniques on Tuesday.